watching us again. Thank you so much for joining us. And we are back on our show जिसका नाम है वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे, जहाँ हम तजुर्बे के चुस्के लेने वाले हैं. Today we have a very special guest with us, and I would like to call Moksha to give her introduction.
Thank you, Mahima, for such a great opportunity to introduce everyone with such an enlightened, immensely knowledgeable person, which is Dr. Mala Panjurang. She was the vice principal, is the professor, and the head of the Department of English, in charge of the Gandhian Study Center of Dr. B.M.N. College of Home Science, Mumbai, Autonomous. She was a postdoctoral fellow of the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation at the University of Magdeburg, Germany, and has since had short research grant visits to the universities of Osnabrück, Augsburg, Frankfurt, Potsdam, and Chemnitz. Through the sponsorship of the AVH, she has taught as Fulbright visiting professor at the University of Texas at Austin and is also a recipient of the Charles Walls in UK Research Grant. She has also received a major grant from the University Grants Commission, New Delhi. She is the review editor of the Journal of South Asian Diaspora UK. Her areas of research are post-colonial writing, diaspora theory, and gender studies, and she has published extensively on the same. She has published 7 books, 40 research papers. In 2012, she has received SNDT Women's University Maharishi Karve Utkarsh Shikshak Puraskar, which is Best Teacher Award from the Governor of Maharashtra. She is a member and has served on the following academic bodies: National Level Expert, Board of Studies of English, Central University Jharkhand, Steering Committee for Certificate Course in Research, Pedagogy and Advocacy, accredited by Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai, Member Advisory Committee, Member International Advisory Board of the Diaspora Study Series, Constructions of Home and Belonging, Indian Diaspora Center, University of Mumbai, Chairperson, Board of Studies in English, SNDT University, then Board of Studies in English at various colleges, which is St. Xavier's College, Ruia College, SIS College, SVT College, all in Mumbai. She was an Academic Council of the SNDT Women's University, Mumbai 2010 to 2015, preliminary panel of advisories for the Sahitya Academy Literary Award in English 2010, National Level Selection Committee for Award of Fulbright Trans India 2009, and last but not the least, National Level Selection Committee of the Tata Jagruti Yatra Project 2009. Thank you so much for being a part with us, ma'am, and over to you, Mahima.
So welcome to the show, ma'am, and thank you so much for being with us. So I would like to start with our interview questions.
Sure, Mahima.
The first question is, ma'am, we would like to know about your journey, like from being a teacher to vice principal and now the principal of a college. So how has your journey been?
Journey has been, I think, one of the most beautiful and enriching journeys. I joined the college in 1994. I joined it as an English teacher. I actually, when I joined, I didn't want to get into teaching. I just finished my PhD and I wanted to get into journalism or writing. But I was waiting for my PhD viva. And so someone suggested that why don't you make use of that time and take up a teaching job. And so I came to BMN, and then it's like I got converted. I just loved the experience and I've stayed back. And the college has given me every opportunity to grow. So I handled 3 NAC reaccreditations. The first and the second NAC, I was the coordinator. Then I became the vice principal. Then I remained the coordinator for the third NAC. And so if you ask me if I given a choice whether I would have done anything else, I would say no. It's been a wonderful journey.
Ma'am, would you like to elaborate on your struggles during this journey that you just said?
What exactly do you mean by struggles?
Struggles is somewhere where you struggled a lot, but you have overcome those.
I think a lot of times you have to balance a lot of things. I'm very much into academics, so balancing research, balancing your writing, balancing the academic work and administrative work, because that takes up a lot of time. But the most challenging struggle, I think, would be the pandemic, where we had to totally shift online.
Yeah.
And that, I think, was a very difficult sort of challenge, but hats off to everybody, to the students, to the teachers, to the non-teaching staff. Because the transition, I think, was really remarkable. But that, if you ask me, I would say that has been difficult and challenging.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that. My next question to you is, what are your views on home science as a career?
To be very frank, when I joined the college, I also had a lot of misconceptions about home science. In fact, coming from a department of literature, many people were saying that what would you teach? You're joining a home science college. And so it was a learning experience for me to know about home science and all the possibilities here. And in a way, therefore, I feel it's very important that we address these misconceptions, because this is a kind of program that develops a student in a way no other program will develop. It's also important to keep in mind that the degree is a BSc degree. Earlier it was a BHSC. So you got a bachelor in home science, but now you're getting a bachelor in science. And I also tell students that whenever they talk about what they are doing, they should talk about it as a BSc program, because it comes under the Faculty of Science and Technology. And in many ways, we have also tried at many levels to get the home science nomenclature changed. But there are a lot of technical issues there. But I would say that anybody who is part of a home science college should be proud that they're part of the college.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, as you have been since years, how has the Department of Human Development evolved? Like, you have seen the department since it was initiated. So, what will you say about the evolution?
I feel that every year the department keeps doing more and more innovative things. I've seen a number of Bal Melas. Every time it's a new creative theme. Every time there's a lot of energy that students put in. And in many ways, a lot of new initiatives that the department takes. For example, the online internship, which was something unique again this year. And it has grown. Hopefully, the department will think about a postgraduate program next. And we have revived the early childhood postgraduate diploma, which again, I think students should realize that would allow them, if they want to go in for a teaching career. So the department has done extremely well.
Thank you so much. I feel proud to belong to that department. Okay, this is on public demand. Everybody in the college wants to know how does Mala ma'am manage her time, and what are the skills and strategies you are using, because being a principal, we have all seen that she manages to talk to every student. She remembers our names. She will make sure that she calls us and messages us and all of that. So, being a principal, how do you manage it all?
I think that I kind of, when I got married, I was in my first year, and my in-laws were supportive. But they said that you can do your studies, you can have your education, but you have to manage the household also. So I think at that point of time, I realized that it depends on what you want to do. Where there's a will, there's a way. So I managed to complete my BA, did my MA, did my PhD, had the whole thing of the household responsibilities, and also you need to make the time, you need to find the time, but you also need to find the time to ensure that you're in touch with people, you communicate back to them. These are the small things that matter. It's a habit. That's what earlier I used to teach personality development. Unfortunately, now as a principal, I can't really take those classes.
Yeah, we are the unfortunate batch.
Yeah. Okay. I always used to tell the girls it's a habit. It's a habit like brushing your teeth. It's a habit like taking bath in the morning. Nobody asks you how do you manage to take a bath in the morning. Nobody asks you in Mumbai how do you manage to get into the train. You do it. Okay?
Yeah.
It becomes part of your blood. So similarly, being on time becomes a habit. And once you, and I, in this way I would say that BMN has picked up this habit beautifully. Okay? As I have seen that people do start things on time, people end things on time. And when I attend programs hosted by colleges outside, I always tell myself that, that's one habit that we've really learned. I've also had exposure, for example, when I was in Germany, to the civic sense of German time. It's part of their culture. Nobody expects you to be on time, you're on time. In fact, when you're late, you apologize for it. Okay? And these are small things, will make a whole lot of difference. But make a habit, then you won't even realize that you're on time. You won't even realize that you're managing your time if you make it a habit.
So, ma'am, how do you make time for yourself if you are being there so much for the students, family, and everyone? So, where is that me time you have?
That's me time.
Okay.
I don't think that the students are not part of my life. I don't think that the college is not part of my life. For me, that's me time.
Okay.
Most of the teachers will tell you that BMM is family. We can't really think of not being part of. We don't think of separate time. My students, I'm with them from 10 to 3, and then after that, there's a different me time. So all this is part of the me time.
Thank you for telling me that I'm family.
Definitely.
Okay. Ma'am, my next question to you is, when you hear the word Bal Mela, what comes to your mind? What does Bal Mela mean to you personally?
Well, Bal Mela to me means color, music, dance, creativity, all these children who are extremely excited, all the students who show their talents in multiple ways. It means teamwork, it means good organization, it means leadership, it means such wonderful ideas like what you girls have now of how to do these interviews and put them online. So Bal Mela is a fusion of everything I think that we are trying to teach you at BMN. Not just book knowledge, but how to put your knowledge into practice.
Yeah.
And I think all the children will be excited to see it online, but the line, I'm sure you must have seen this when you were an FY student, but the line of children who would wait and do all these activities and all the excitement. So Bal Mela is something that we've always looked forward to, and hats off to the TY students, to the PGCC students, to your staff, that despite the pandemic, you are still continuing with the tradition.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, what attributes or qualities one must abide in this challenging time? Like, we are all in this pandemic and education is online.
Yeah.
What would you like to say to the students? Like, what qualities should they imbibe in them?
Positive thinking, in many ways, courage, determination, continuing doing what you have to do it and do it properly. Okay? Because there's always a silver lining to every cloud, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. I think that these are qualities that you have already developed in you, and then they come out when you have a challenging time.
Yes.
So that's why it's very important. For example, I always tell the students that when you have experience of getting scoldings from teachers, okay, and they get very upset that they are getting scolded, but then later on they realize that when they get a scolding from their boss, okay, the scolding from the teacher has prepared them for the scolding from the boss.
Yeah.
And so in many ways you have to use this period of time to build up those qualities, and then when you are in a challenging situation, you will find that the qualities come to the fore.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us. Before we leave, I would like you to address the TYs, the batch who is doing the online Bal Mela this year. Very excited for that, and we will just want you to motivate our team.
I think that your team in fact is motivating us and other students by the kind of initiative that you have taken. Once again, my compliments and congratulations to all of you. I have been hearing from teachers also, they've been very excited about this series of online interviews, and we will always remember for you for this. We remember different batches for different reasons, but I guess we will remember your batch as the online Bal Mela batch, and Fortunately, yours will be a permanent record because once it goes online,
Yeah.
we will be able to access it not only from the college, anywhere in India, anywhere in the world. And to those students who might be listening to this, our alumni, warmest greetings from BMN. Once the pandemic is over, please come back and visit the college. And I'm sure that many of you who are alumni of HD department have your own fond memories of Bal Mela. So please send them to Mahima. I'm sure you have photos, you have memories, you have lots of things of experiences in the past. So thank you, Mahima. This was a very nice opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone watching us. We will be right back with our next episode soon. Stay tuned. Bye.